Hey YouTube, Mr. Black Mamba 305 here with you. Welcome again, YouTube family. And again, before we do the video, I want to take the time out to thank you guys for watching the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, share the video. If you know somebody out there who wants to hear this, go ahead and send the video to them. And this maybe would help them out just a little bit. So as you guys can, I want to make the video kind of quick. Again, I'm trying to grow my channel. I think I have about 500 and change subscribers. If you guys to go ahead and hit the notification, the subscription button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Today I don't really want to make a super long video. I just want to make a video, put the information out there for anybody who needs to see this. Not for anybody who already has the information, but for anybody who's looking and trying to get their concealed permit. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into the topic. Now, why would you want to get a concealed carry? So before you want to go get a concealed carry, you got to think about why you want to have a concealed carry permit. Don't just get a concealed carry permit and carry a firearm around. If you just see somebody doing it and that's something that you want to do, you should get a concealed carry permit because you have a legitimate and a really good reason why you want to start carrying a firearm on your person. And at some point in time, I'm going to give you guys the disadvantages of carrying a concealed permit weapon and what could happen when you carry one and you're not quite knowledgeable about how to carry it, where to store it, when you're not using it, when you're not concealing it. So first and foremost, I want to say to you guys, if you if you're, say for instance, uh, you decide to get a concealed carry permit, why? You know, obviously, if somebody's in law enforcement or anything like that, they already have the permission by the state to carry that firearm anywhere they are. Now, the people that might want to get a concealed carry is people who feel like, say, for instance, if you work in a restaurant and you carry $400 a night and you have to walk to a parking lot by yourself, it would be good to maybe have a firearm in your bag or in the locker, and then on your way out to your car, you go ahead and put your concealed weapon on. So if you're walking by yourself, you can have the comfort to know that, hey, listen, if I get attacked by the bad guys, I can actually defend myself. If you are, say, a single mom and you have kids and you're doing everything on your own, and you're always in and out of your house and you feel vulnerable and you want something to, you're taking your kids out of the stroller and you have to turn your back, you want to be able to have something to just defend yourself if somebody should come up behind you and attack you blindly. I just give a couple examples of like why would you want to have a concealed carry, or if you just in a state where they say, hey, you can have your concealed carry, and so you want to know what the procedure is to go in it. I just kind of want to go a step further and say, listen, don't just do it because everybody's doing it. Do it because there's a legitimate reason behind it. You want to protect yourself, because you're always traveling. You're a truck driver, you go state to state. You want to be able to have your concealed weapon on you. So when you go to strange places, and you have to get down and raise the landing gear on your truck, or you have to go check those ear pressures in the back and the front of the trailer, and you have to walk to the back of businesses to park the trailer. You just want to know that you have that added sense of security on you. It gives you that peace of mind. So there's a plethora of reasons why you want to go ahead and get a concealed carry. So again, I said I'm going to make the video real short, so I'm just going to get to the point. Those are the reasons. So the main point I wanted to make just now is to make sure that you have a valid reason why you want to get it. Don't just get it because everybody has this get one. Your friend has one, and now you have one. Because if you get your concealed permit and you don't have the proper training or the proper knowledge that goes with that, you can get in big trouble. If you don't have the proper training, you might take out your gun and end up hurting someone instead of defending yourself. You might end up hurting innocent people as opposed to the bad guy. Because it's already hard shooting at a stationary target, much less somebody that's actually moving or coming towards you. When the adrenaline kicks in and you don't have the proper training to go with that concealed carry weapon, then it might be a danger other than something that's helpful. So now in each state things might be different. So I'm in the state of Florida, so this is pretty much how Florida works. So in each state, obviously, they're gonna have their different quirks and different places that you have to take the firearm. So you decided, hey, I want to get my concealed carry permit. So you're gonna go ahead and go on. You can go to your local shooting range. A lot of them would have a reading material on where you can find people would teach that the concealed carry permit class. You can go on Groupon and just Googling concealed permit classes, and you'll find a ton of people there. You can just shop around for whoever you think is best, or if you know someone that has a concealed permit, just ask them, hey, where did you do your training, and can you recommend me someone? So that's another reason, another way you can get to find these classes. Another way you can go about it is going through Facebook Marketplace. Everybody has Facebook. Everybody knows the marketplace. It's where you can buy goods and services is one of them. So you go on there, type in concealed carry permit, and it'll send you to a plethora of people who are giving out, the concealed the classes. Now, once you've established, okay, where you can find this classes, I just gave you a bunch of reasons, places where you can get information. Then the next step is to contact these people. Now, when you contact them, just don't call them and say, "Listen, do you do concealed classes, and how much is it, and when can I do it?" Talk to these people on the phone. Hey, how much years of experience do you have teaching the class? You're paying them your money. So ask them questions. How long have you been doing the class? How much experience do you have? Were you in law enforcement before? These factors can help you make a better decision as to who you want to teach you. And I'm going to tell you how a lot of people do it around the world. When I took my concealed carry permit, I actually did 3 days of 4 hours, and we were just going there. We were taking breaks, so it wasn't like a total of 4 hours, but we would go in, and with each gun each person had. Some people had their own gun that they would carry unloaded, of course, and some people didn't have a gun, so they would use prop guns, or when it's time to go and shoot, they'd use their firearm. So uh, I actually really put in the time into getting into learning my firearm, and actually learning all the things that go with owning having a concealed carry. So it's not just you just go and you pay somebody and then they just give you the permit and then you send it to wherever you have to send it and you're good to go. No, there's training that goes with it. There's things that you need to know that applies to your particular state. Each state is different, so you don't want to just go out and just get your concealed permit. Now you're walking around with your gun in your waist, thinking that you're a big badass. Just some of the things that you need to know. You might have your gun, and you can brandish it on your side where everybody can see it on your property, and you're not in any trouble. But the second you step outside of your property, you get arrested for brandishing. If you're walking down the street and even though you have a shirt on, if your gun is printing, you can actually get pulled over for that and get in trouble and get your license revoked. If you're a concealed carry person, you don't want to tell everybody that you have a gun. You want it to be concealed. That's the main jargon we want to work with. It's a concealed carry, so the bad guys don't necessarily know that you have it. Because think about it: if the bad guys know you have a gun, does he approach you different as opposed to if he knows that you don't have a gun? He might approach you not thinking that you have a gun. He approaches you, and boom, you push him off, boom, and then you can defend yourself. But if he knows you have a gun, he's gonna come and try to grab that gun and then put you in a more difficult position. Now it's harder to push him off because he has his hand on the gun and you guys are fighting, and he might have an advantage on you. So even though you have a firearm, doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get the opportunity to defend yourself and your family. So there's a lot of little things that you need to know when you get your concealed carry. So I recommend that when you do take your class, when you do pick this person from OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or wherever the hell you find them, just do a little bit of background. Ask them if they're going to teach you how to use the firearm that you've purchased. Ask them if they're going to take you to the range and give you some time down range with the firearm. How many days is it? How many hours per day? Because you want to get the most out of every money. It's so easy nowadays for people to just give out these concealed permit and don't put the time in because they don't want to do it and just send people off. So because that is the consensus of a lot of people nowadays. So once you find that person, you're comfortable with them, then attend the class. You go attend the class, learn everything you need to learn, ask them all the relevant questions. They might have some reading material for you to take home and read. They might even forward you to a certain website or area where you can find reading material. Do all the reading that you can do, and get all the information you can get for to have that concealed permit. So it's a privilege. It's not just something that you just do, and plus you're paying for it. So get all the possible information you can get. Watch all the videos. Don't just sit down and just listen to the person that is actually telling you about the class. There's other materials on YouTube. There are other reading materials that you can get from the state. Read up more and learn more about the do's and don'ts of having a concealed carry weapon. And you can find that on YouTube. People like myself, they're putting out a ton load of videos. And again, this video is mostly for my subscribers who haven't gotten their concealed weapon, or for people who maybe throughout the pandemic this is your first gun, and you already purchased your gun. Now you want to know how you can start carrying your gun. So this video is for you. So once you've gone ahead now and you've gotten the class and you've gotten all the knowledge you need to get your certificate, they're going to award you with a certificate of completion. Once you've done that completion, then you're going to send it into I think it's your tobacco and alcohol, wherever that is in your state, or whoever is doing the class. They'll tell you where to send that money in. Here in Florida, we send it to Tallahassee, I guess, for the Department of Alcohol and Tobacco, and you send it in with $100. I'm not necessarily sure if the prices have gone up because I've had mine now for quite some time. You see, you might have to send that in with a picture, maybe a picture of it, maybe a driver's license. I think a copy of your driver's license, and I think one passport size picture and a check for $100 or whatever the cost might be in your state. Then you send that in, and they will tell you that you need to wait 90 days. And what I've noticed when I got mine, and from the consensus that I heard from a lot of other people, sometimes it doesn't take the 90 days. Sometimes it can come back in 4 weeks. Sometimes it'll take 2 months. Sometimes it'll take 90 days. And so, and that's what it is. Then they send you a little card, and it just says concealed carry permit, and you have the picture that you sent in. They put that picture there and how long it's for. I think I hear in Florida, I think it's, if I'm incorrect, correct me in the comment section, guys. But I think it's about 7 years here in Florida, and then you pay a renewal fee at Department of Alcohol and Tobacco and Alcohol, and then they renew it again. But I think the initial fee is about between $100 and maybe $200 depending on what state you're in. If you're in state of California, that might be $500. California is already California, New York, weird ass states. No offense, anybody who live in California, New York. I'm just saying they limit you guys into the things you can do so much in those states. So that's why I said that. So and that's pretty much it. How you get your concealed permit. So if you are looking for your concealed permit, guys, I just kind of gave you a blueprint as how to get that, and I hope the video was helpful. I don't want to make this video too long. It's already going on 13 minutes, and sometimes when I make my videos, I have so much information I want to share, they go a little bit longer. But hopefully I wasn't talking too fast, and I gave you guys all the possible information that you guys need, and now you guys can go ahead and with that information try to go and be a little bit more educated. So remember, number one, know the reason why you want to get a concealed carry. Find someone reputable who's going to do the class. Make sure they give you all the training possible. Everything that they offer, take it all. Don't, I'm sorry, have a fly going around. So all the possible training that they have for you, take it from them. Let them give it to you. All right. You're going to get a certificate of completion. You're going to need a money order for whatever the price that the state wants from you to process that application, and then you're going to send it off to your head of your state, or here it's in Tallahassee for Floridians. So you're going to send it off to there, and obviously whoever's giving your class, they can give you all that information. Once you decide to find that person, they're going to give you all the information you need once you've got a certificate, and where to send the money order to. Or I don't know if you can pay online in some states. Here in Florida, we have to send a money order. So you send that information off to them. They process it. The wait time could be between 3 weeks and 3 months. So it just depends. Sometimes a little bit quicker. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. And then from there, then they just, if you're approved, they just send you the concealed permit in the mail. I think in Florida it's 7 years. Other places I don't know what the time frame is for expiration. Once it's expired, they give you a notice how long it takes, for you to go renew it. And you just go to your Department of Tobacco and Alcohol, and then and then you just give them, you pay them whatever you need to pay them, and they renew it again for another 7 or however many years it takes in your state. And that is pretty much a process. So that's just a kind of somewhat quick video I want to put out there for anyone who's thinking about getting their concealed permit. And hopefully you guys got some information from this. If you already have your concealed permit and you want to help out somebody else without explaining it to them in depth, then share this video with them. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share the video, and if you like my content, give it a thumbs up. Get in the comment section if I missed anything, throw it in there, and so the other subscribers and viewers can see. And I want to thank you for come checking out my channel, and I'd really appreciate if I get your subscription and hit the like so I can get into that algorithm that YouTube has. Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out.